Okay, first things first, I want to start off this video by stating that there will be no gameplay or anything in this video, no intro, no outro. Obviously, as you can tell, there are no ads running on this video. I'm not monetized here on YouTube. I could care less about being monetized here on YouTube. I don't want to be a partner, never cared about being a partner. And the subject that I'm about to talk about, it makes me really sick knowing that there are people out here who I'm subscribed to that are talking about this very subject that I'm about to discuss, that are running ads on their videos and making money off of a topic like this. I think personally it's absolutely disgusting that you people are running ads on your videos talking about this type of subject, making money off of this type of subject. I think it's absolutely fucking disgusting. But anyways, with that out of the way, let's get to it. So, I'm pretty sure everybody here on the internet is well aware of this whole EDP445 situation that's been going on for the past number of days. In case you've been living under a rock and you don't know who EDP445 is or the situation at hand, let me break it down to you. EDP445 was, keyword was, because after what just happened, he's he's not going to have a career here on YouTube anymore. I mean, if he even tries, it's not going to end well. It's not going to go well at all. EDP445 was a Philadelphia Eagles content creator here on YouTube. He was a Philadelphia Eagles fan who was known for his outlandish rants and tirades against the Philadelphia Eagles and other topics of sort. And he would do some of the most outlandish content, the most outlandish stuff that a content creator has ever done here on YouTube. I mean, the stuff that this guy's done on his YouTube channel, it's, if I tried to do even half the stuff that this guy did on his YouTube channel, I would have been terminated a very long time ago. But it got over with so many people because of how crazy he was, how, how outlandish he could be. His channel first started getting really popular back in, I believe, what was it, 2014, 2015, when he made the video, well, two videos actually. One was about Nick Foles being traded to the Rams for Sam Bradford. That's back when Chip Kelly was in charge of the Philadelphia Eagles. And the other one was, what was his fucking name? The running back of the Philadelphia Eagles back in the day, but I forgot his freaking name. He ended up getting traded, and that was the video that really caused EDP's channel to blow up. And his channel blew up from those two videos, and ever since then, he became, in a lot of people's eyes, well, not a whole lot of people, but quite a bit of people, in quite a bit of people's eyes, he became basically this vocal point for the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. He basically became, in a way, the face of the Philadelphia Eagles fan base. And I used to be subscribed to him. I subscribed to him in the fall of 2015 because that's when his channel was really starting to really blow up. And I ended up running into his videos, and I liked his content at the time. I didn't like everything that he was doing. There were some things that obviously I didn't agree with, and some things that he did that I obviously didn't agree with, but I thought overall he was a cool dude. At first, I thought he was a cool dude. So I subscribed to him in the fall of 2015, and I stayed subscribed to him all the way up until 2020. So, almost 5 years. went through the ups and downs. I mean, I miss when the Philadelphia Eagles really, really, really sucked. This dude, the rants that this dude would make about the Philadelphia Eagles back in the day were so fucking funny. I'm not a Philadelphia Eagles fan, by the way. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. Yes, I know, insert Chicago Bear jokes. Ha 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 ha. That's not the point here. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017 against the Patriots, I felt so happy for the guy. The first thing I thought about when the Eagles won the Super Bowl was, man, I can't wait to see EDP's reaction. I can't wait to see how he reacts to his team finally winning the big one. And come to find out, not only did he react to it, he was at the game. He was actually at the game because Super Mario Logan actually bought him tickets to the Super Bowl between the Eagles and Patriots. So he was actually there for the game to see his team win the Super Bowl. And I felt so happy for him, man. I was so happy for him and the team. And, you know, to know that they finally reached the top of the mountain and he was there to see it. To me, I feel like that was the proudest moment he ever had on his YouTube channel, is seeing his team finally reach the top of the mountain. I've been on this planet for 26 years. The last time my team won the Super Bowl was in 1985. I never got to see my Chicago Bears win the Super Bowl. I've seen them in the Super Bowl in 2007, but I've never seen them win one. I've seen my Bulls win an NBA, you know, 3 NBA titles. I was born, obviously, in 1994. I got to see my Bulls win the title in 96, 97, 98. I got to see my Blackhawks win the Stanley Cup. I got to see the Chicago White Sox win the World Series in 05. And, of course, I got to see my Chicago Cubs finally win the World Series in 2016. But I never got to see my Bears win the Super Bowl. He got to see his team win the Super Bowl. And I felt so happy for him at that point. And then, as time went on, at that point, by the way, he was undergoing this weight loss program because he was tired of people making fun of him for his weight. Because at that point in time, I think he weighed like, I think he weighed like 540 pounds. I mean, he was really, really out of shape. And it was getting to a point where it was literally fucking up his mental and physical health. And he basically told himself, you know what? I've had enough of this. I'm gonna go on this I'm gonna go on this weight loss journey. I mean, obviously he needs some mental help now, considering what he just did a few days ago. Well, he was found out to have done a few days ago. But anyways, continuing on. He decided, I want to make a change for myself. I'm going to get on this weight loss program that, by the way, he used money from GoFundMe to get on the weight loss program. He set up this GoFundMe campaign to where he asked his subscribers to donate money to him so he would get enough money so he can get himself a gym membership. I believe it was a 1-year gym membership. So he could work out in the gym, start eating healthy food, basically do whatever he could to lose that weight. And as time went on, I think he lost close to 250 pounds? I mean, there's videos of him in late 2018 where he looks so freaking healthy. So healthy. And I felt so proud for him. I felt so happy for him. Because here was a guy who 1 year prior was over 500 pounds, and a year later had lost over 200, nearly 250 pounds. Was getting thinner and thinner and thinner, was looking healthier and healthier and healthier. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, he got off the weight loss program, started, picking out again, started picking up weight again, and I think honestly where the trouble started, I believe, was the Eagles and Seahawks wild card game. I think that's where the trouble really started, because he had a job as a security guard at that point. And I can't remember if he bought the ticket or if his friend bought the ticket. I think his friend bought the ticket for him. And he was offered, obviously, to go to the NFC wildcard game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Seattle Seahawks, which was in Philadelphia. Only problem was he had to work that day. And I remember him making a video saying that he's going to get fired because he's trying to choose between doing his job or, in his words, being a loyal fan and going to the game. He decided to go to the game. Obviously, we all know the Philadelphia Eagles ended up getting their asses stomped badly against the Seahawks. He ended up getting fired from his job as a security guard, and ever since then, his life has gone into a downward spiral that it's really fucking pathetic seeing where his life went to. To think that this guy back in 2018 was on this weight loss program, was losing so much weight, was looking healthy, was actually getting his life back on track, to where it's at now, it's just it's heartbreaking in a way to me. It's really fucking heartbreaking in a way to see that this guy that I generally used to care about. I didn't like I said, I didn't like some of the things he said. I didn't like some of the things he did. But overall, besides that stuff, I still thought he was a cool dude. Then, the moment that made me unsubscribe from him was the NFL draft in 2020. Last year's NFL draft, when the Eagles picked up Jalen Hurts, and he just had that mental breakdown on camera. That, to me, when I saw that, I knew something was seriously wrong with this guy. I know that, as sports fans, we get pissed off at our team when our team does stupid shit. I get it. I get pissed off at my sports teams when they do stupid shit. But to go to the extent that he did in that video, where he was literally having a literal mental breakdown. I mean, the dude was... I don't know if the video is still up on YouTube. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure somebody's re-uploaded it. I'm not going to provide a link to it, by the way, because I really don't want anybody checking out his videos anymore after what he was just found out to be doing. Well, I shouldn't say just found out, because it's been going on for a while, but what he did, a few days ago. What he was found out doing a few days ago. And when I saw that video and I saw the mental breakdown he was doing, it made me sit back and think, here's a guy who literally a year and a half, well, 2 years prior, was in the best shape of his life, And ever since he lost his job as a security guard, this guy has just gone on a downward trend to where he's in worse shape now than he was before. And I just got creeped out about the whole thing, so I unsubscribed. After almost 5 years of being subscribed to the guy, I basically just said, you know what? I don't like where this is going. This guy is seriously, at that point, he should have got some serious mental help. He should have got some serious therapy at that point. At that point, April 2020 is where EDP should have got some therapy. He should have got some help at that point. Because I could already tell there was something not right about him. When I saw that video, that's when I knew that there's something not right about this guy. Not right at all. Well, a few months went by and I completely forgot about EDP. I just moved on with my life and everything. Then he makes this video talking about Dak Prescott. And this is when Dak Prescott suffered that serious injury where he broke his leg. Well, EDP made a video on his channel saying that he was glad that Dak Prescott broke his leg and blah, 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 blah. Which was really fucking disgusting, what he said about Dak Prescott. I mean, I get you're an Eagles fan and the Eagles hate the Cowboys, but basically saying that you're glad that Dak Prescott... fuck the rivalry. Push the rivalry to the side for a second. Saying that you are perfectly fine... Let me rephrase this. Saying that you're basically celebrating the fact that Dak Prescott had his leg broken. Saying that he deserved it and blah, 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 blah. I mean, look, I don't like Kevin Durant. I don't like DeMarcus Cousins. I don't like Kyrie Irving. Do I wish injury on those three? No. I don't like James Harden. Do I wish injury on James Harden? No. I don't like them, but I'm not going to wish injury on them. There's people that love them. Great. Good for them. There's people that love Dak Prescott. Great. Good for them. And I remember looking around just because people were making, reaction videos and stuff like that. And I ran into this guy called Cold Raven. And his video, everybody was basically talking about it because he brought up something in his video that nobody knew. He brought up the fact that EDP, not only what he said about Dak Prescott was disgusting, but that EDP was starting to mess with minors. EDP at that point, this is literally the start of it all, was starting to message underage minors, I believe, on Instagram. It was on Instagram that he was starting to hit up minors and stuff like that on Instagram and stuff and start flirting with them and everything. And at first, I didn't want to believe it at first. I mean, I knew he was a questionable human being, but I didn't think that he would stoop to that type of level. I didn't think he would stoop to that level of absolutely fucking disgusting behavior. Well, the months go by and he gets found out not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, not 5, not 6, not 7, but 8 fucking times. 8 times. He gets found out to have been messing with a minor. Or messaging a minor, excuse me. And that's when I basically, after the second time is when I basically said, you know what, fuck this guy. I'm embarrassed to have even been subscribed to the fucking guy, knowing what he did. So then a few days go by, and the allegations start coming out, more and more information starts coming out. EDP decided to do a response video to the whole allegations and everything on his YouTube channel. And by the time I went to go watch the video to hear what he had to say, he had already taken it down. And he was known for that, by the way. He was known for making videos, and if he didn't get the reaction that he was wanting or the reaction he was expecting, he would take the video down. He would delete the video off of his channel. Luckily, somebody was able to download the video and re-upload it onto the platform. So I went to go watch this response video of his. This dude literally said that if an underage girl is wearing skimpy clothing, that it's perfectly fine for him to do what he was being accused of. Let me repeat that real quick. This dude literally said out of his own mouth that if a girl was wearing skimpy clothing, if they were wearing revealing clothing or sexual clothing in a way, that it was perfectly fine for him to do what he was doing. Okay. Brian. This is the first time I've actually called you by your real name in this video, by the way. Brian Moreland. His real name is Brian Moreland. Brian, if you were the same age as these girls, and you said that, okay, fine, whatever, fine, whatever. You know, you're the same age as them. If that's how you think of them, if that's how you look at them, okay, fine, whatever, cool. But when you're in your early 30s, saying that about minors, yeah, kind of makes the situation a whole lot fucking worse. Obviously, you got a very negative response to it, so you took the video down. So then as the days go by, more and more information starts coming out about you sexting other minors. And one of the minors that you ended up messaging, you actually threatened her. You threatened her by saying that if this leaks out, you're basically going to go after her and fuck her up and everything. And when it does come out, when Cole Raven did a video about it and exposed the whole darn thing, you then post a picture of the girl's high school on your Instagram saying that you know where she goes to school, that you'll go to the school and beat her ass. Number one, you're a fucking creep. That's pretty much obvious at this point. Number two, this is extremely illegal shit that you're fucking doing. You're a grown-ass fucking man threatening to go to a high school to whoop a student's ass. Do you even know what would fucking happen to you, Brian, if you even stepped inside school fucking property and tried to fuck with that girl? Do you even know what would fucking happen to you? With all the fucking school shootings and shit that are going on nowadays, you'd probably be fucking shot dead the second you even step into that fucking building. Number 3, you're a fucking stalker. You found out where the girl goes to school, posted her picture on your Instagram, to where not only you know where she goes to school, but now all your fucking followers know where she goes to school. So now they're going to be going to her school and stalking her too. The fact that law enforcement wasn't called on you after you did that shit fucking baffles me to this day. I don't know how the fuck you got away with that shit. Like, that right there should have immediately had law enforcement knocking at your fucking door. You're posting a picture of a minor's high school, threatening to go there and whip her ass. Like, doesn't that seem like fucking stalker level shit to you? And oh yeah, by the way, just in case anybody wants to make the argument of, oh well, you like Doki Doki Literature Club and Persona 5 Royale. Number 1, the characters in Doki Doki Literature Club, all of them are 18 years old. Natsuki, Sayori, Yuri, and Monica are all 18 years old. Number 2, Persona 5 Royale. There is not a single fucking character in that game that I've played so far that I like in a sexual kind of fucking way. Oh, well, you like the red hair girl. I like the red hair girl because of her fucking personality, not in a sexual fucking way. Number 3, and most important of all, they're fucking video games. There is a major fucking difference between a video game and real fucking life. The one major key difference between video games and real life is that video games are, what's the words I'm looking for? Oh yeah, not real. They're fake. They're fictionists. They're fiction. They're not real. Sure, there may be characters in video games that are based off of real life human beings. Sure, there may be some video games out there where the story is based off a real life story that actually happened in real life, but the game itself is fake. The characters are not going to pop out of the video game walking around in real life. They're fake. They're fictionists. They're not fucking real. Oh, you like Tifa and Era from Final Fantasy VII Remake. So fucking what? A lot of people like Tifa and Era from Final Fantasy VII. It's a one major reason why people buy Final Fantasy VII is because of Tifa and Era. And you know that's the truth, by the way. You know that's the fucking truth. That's one of the reasons I bought the fucking game. I love Tifa and Era. But are they real, living, breathing human beings? No! Sure, there's people that cosplay as them, but are they actually real fucking human beings? No! They're not going to pop out of the video game into the real world. Anyway, enough about that. Enough about that. I'm going off into a fucking tangent. Back to what I was talking about. So then after all the allegations and everything are made about EDP445 and all these DMs and stuff come out about him sexting, you know, little girls and everything, then everything goes quiet. We don't hear anything for a while. We don't see anything. We don't hear anything for quite some time. Then, a few short days ago, all hell broke loose. There's this group on YouTube that goes by the name of Predator Poachers. That's not the name of their YouTube channel. The name of the YouTube channel is, I believe, to be Chet. Yeah, Chet Oldstein is the name of the YouTube channel, which I'm going to get to Chet here in a little bit because some really shady shit was dug up about him too. I'll get to that in a little bit. But they decided to set up a meet with EDP445, with Bryant in real life, seeing if he, you know, would actually show up and everything. They got this 13-year-old decoy to start messaging him and everything, and the entire monologue of messages, the video is up on YouTube. literally a 2-hour long video of nothing but DMs between the decoy and Brian. And just going through that video, the messages, every time you think they can't get any worse, it just gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. There was a point where he literally sent this decoy a literal picture of his shit. I'll say that again. A literal picture of his shit. He then sent the decoy a picture. I don't even know if I can even say this on YouTube. I hope this video doesn't get taken down off of YouTube. If it does, I'll try to upload it over at BitChute. But the dude then sends a picture I'm trying to figure out how to say this. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I don't care. Fuck it. The dude literally sent a picture of his dick to this fucking 13-year-old girl. Sent a picture of his dick. Of his fucking penis to this 13-year-old girl. This 13-year-old decoy. He messaged her saying that he wanted to go to her house, kidnap her, take her back to his house. He was going to go to her house, tie her up in rope, throw her in the back of his car, drive her back to the house, and fucking rape her. He was sending pictures of him fully fucking naked. It just, I mean, obviously the pictures were blurred out and everything, but they told you everything, you know, what the pictures were actually showing. They didn't show what was in the pictures, obviously, because, I mean, it would have got flagged off of YouTube immediately. But they explained what was in the pictures, and just them explaining it is bad enough. It's like, Brian, look, if you're this desperate to get fucking laid, if you're this desperate for pussy, I have two very simple solutions for you. Number one, Brian, the easiest one of all, and the one that is free unless you want to pay money for the premium stuff, I guess you could say. Just watch some fucking porn. Just watch Pornhub. Watch X videos. Watch something. Something porn, as long as it ain't illegal. Watch some fucking porn. Or, number two, even though it would cost you quite a bit of money, just buy a hooker. Find a prostitute. Yes, it's illegal, but at least in a way, it's still a hell of a lot better than what you actually fucking did. And to the people out there that are going to say, oh, who would want to fuck EDP445? Look at how big he is. Look at how ugly he is. He doesn't have that much money anyways. Number one, yes, he is an ugly fucking dude. I have to agree with you on that. The dude is fucking ugly. I mean, I'm not that good looking myself, but I'm a hell of a lot fucking better looking than that fucking guy is. At least I don't weigh 500 fucking pounds. Yeah, I'm not big boned or anything. I don't have big ass fucking muscles. I'm not a jacked up fucking dude. You know, I got a fucking beer belly on me. I don't even barely fucking drink beer. I rarely fucking drink beer. When I usually drink, it's usually fucking canned soda, Sprite, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Hell, right now I'm drinking a fucking Sundrop. Good drink, by the way. But at least I'm in better shape than that fucking guy is. It is sad because 2 to 3 years ago, he was in the best shape of his fucking life. And now look at the fucking guy. He's in worse shape than he's ever fucking been. Number two, this whole excuse of, oh, he doesn't have that much money. Okay, let me break it down to you like this. EDP445, Brian Moreland, had 2 million subscribers on his YouTube channel, which is dropping very fast, by the way, in subscribers. He has enough money in his bank account to find somebody, I don't know who, but somebody on this planet that would be willing to fuck him for the right amount of money. I guarantee you there's at least one person on this planet, there's at least one hooker, one prostitute, one human being on the face of this earth that would be willing to fuck him for the right amount of fucking money. If he offered them a shit ton of fucking money, I guarantee you he would have got laid a long time ago. So I don't want to hear the excuse of, oh, he doesn't have that much money. Bullshit. I'm so sick and tired of when people say that, by the way, about these big YouTubers. Oh, well, they don't have that much money. They can't afford stuff like that. If you are making a shit ton of money off of ad revenue, if you're making a shit ton of money off of super chats and stuff, yes, I know YouTube doesn't really pay jack shit. But the super chats, like I just brought up, the super chats, when people donate to you and super chat to you, either via YouTube or Streamlab, Patreon, whatever, you still get quite a bit of money. You still get at least enough money. He had enough fucking money to find a fucking hooker, to find a fucking prostitute, to find somebody willing to fuck him. At least then, yes, prostitution is illegal, but at least then I could look at it and be like, okay, yes, it's wrong, but whatever. You know, if that's the road he wants to go down, hey, cool. At least he's fucking somebody of his age. Great. If they were maybe a few years younger than him, maybe I say 2 to 3 years younger than him, whatever. They're still fucking adults. But doing what he did, I don't get it. I honestly don't fucking get it. How this guy with that much money, this dude is raking in fucking money via donations and stuff. And you couldn't buy pussy? You had to go out and do the most disgusting thing a human being could ever fucking do. You had to go meet up with a 13-year-old in real life to have sex? So basically what happened was they set up a meeting with EDP, and the video, which also is up on YouTube, obviously, it's like 55 minutes, and I skipped over to the beginning and the ending, because the beginning and the ending, they're literally like saying, oh, subscribe to our channel, blah, 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 blah. By the way, it was proven that the reason why it took so long for that video to go up is because the people that were running the channel were waiting to get monetized on YouTube before they uploaded that video. So let me get this straight. You make this video, but you refuse to release it until you get monetized on YouTube. So you're making money off of exposing a pedophile. So basically you refuse to upload the video until you got monetized on the platform. That way you can make ad revenue money off of it. Okay. As if that's not disgusting in itself. These poachers, by the way, if you're wondering if they're legit or not, no, they're not. Some people that they went after have been locked up. Some of them. Great. A large majority of them, nothing's happened. Do they have police officers with them like Chris Hansen did when Chris Hansen went after pedophiles? No. Do they have an undercover officer with them? No. Do they have any form of law enforcement with them when they go after these pedophiles, when they meet up with these pedophiles? No. So, they met up with EDP445 and basically asked them a whole bunch of questions. You know, why are you here? Are you meeting up with the 13-year-old? They had the messages on stacks of paper. And they didn't have all the messages with them, but they had quite a bit. They asked him, is this your profile? Yes. And he said yes. Are these your messages? Yes. Is this girl 13 years old? Yes. Why are you here? You want to know what this fucking guy's response was to why are you here? Oh, I'm here to pick up a cupcake and then I'm going to go home. Pick up a cupcake. What grown-ass man? First of all, let's say you actually were going to pick up a cupcake. Let's say you were intending to do anything sexual at all. You don't find it weird that you, a grown-ass man, are going to meet up with a 13-year-old girl for a cupcake? If you want a cupcake that badly, drive your ass down to the fucking bakery. Go to Walmart. Go to Target. Go to your... Go to your Dollar Tree. Somewhere that sells cupcakes. Buy a cupcake there. I don't care if her fucking... I don't care if she had a cupcake and her cupcake was made out of fucking gold. It's fucking wrong, dude. Oh, I'm only meeting her for a cupcake and then I'm gonna go home. You are one disgusting piece of shit, Brian. You are one disgusting, fucked up piece of shit. I love Girl Scout cookies. Does that mean I'm gonna go fucking stalk the fucking Girl Scouts at their fucking home? Knocking on their fucking door? Saying, hey, can I buy some Girl Scout cookies from you? Out of one or three things are gonna happen. One, I'm gonna end up getting my ass beat. Two, I'm gonna get shot and possibly killed. Three, I'm gonna get the cops called on me and get arrested and put in jail. Oh, well, I'm here for a cupcake and then I'm gonna head home. If a cupcake means that much to you, here's what you do, Brian. Get back in your fucking car, drive your ass down to the fucking bakery or whatever place is near you that sells cupcakes and buy the damn cupcakes there. And while you're at it, buy yourself a fucking protein shake and a fucking salad. And get back on the fucking weight loss program, you fucking fat ass piece of shit. Fuck you. Can't believe I used to be subscribed to your fucking ass. Can't believe I used to fucking love your fucking videos. You used to be one of my favorite content creators of all time. I didn't like some of the shit you said and some of the shit you did, but you were one of my favorite content creators ever on this platform. You used to cheer me up every time I was having a bad day. And this is the shit that you resort to. I come to find out that not only you're a piece of shit human being, but you're a fucking pedophile. I have no remorse at all for people like you. None. So, they end up, threatening to call the police on Brian, and this dude just fucking has a fucking mental breakdown. Just starts begging them, please don't call the cops, please don't call the cops, blah, 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 blah. Oh, before that, by the way, he also mentioned the fact that, for the record, I'm not a pedophile, while talking about DMs with a 13-year-old fucking girl! You're not a pedophile, then why are you fucking messaging a 13-year-old fucking girl? Along with the fact that he also mentioned that he messaged a 15-year-old fucking girl. So it's not the first time it happened. He said it happened twice. But you're not a pedophile, right? Then what the fuck are you? A piece of shit. You're a piece of shit. If you're not a pedophile, well, then you're a walking, talking, breathing piece of shit then. A fat ass piece of shit. And I don't give a fuck if this video gets fucking flagged off fucking YouTube. Flag this fucking video down. I don't give a fuck. I'll just re-upload this shit over on my fucking BitChute account. If YouTube wants to flag this down because I'm speaking the truth, then I'll just happily re-upload this over on my BitChute. Good luck taking it down over there, by the way. This dude has a fucking mental breakdown, crying his eyes out after they threatened to call the cops on him. They asked him to call the police on himself, which he wouldn't do it. So they're like, okay, we'll call the police for you. This guy has a mental breakdown, crying his eyes out, saying, please don't call the cops, please don't call the cops. I thought you weren't a pedophile, Brian. I thought you weren't a pedo. Why are you fucking crying your eyes out when they threaten to call the cops on you? But you're not a pedophile, right? So the video basically ends with him getting on the phone. I guess he called one of his friends or something. He mentioned to his friend, I'm going to jail. Then he walks off to his car, and that's it for the video. These two poachers, by the way, no police presence at all. Minus, you know, attempting to call the police on their phone. They didn't have any police officers with them at all. What if Brian had been strapped? Brian Moreland owns a shit ton of guns. The guy's filmed himself on YouTube with assault rifles, semi-automatics, all that type of stuff. The dude's got body armor. Body armor. I don't know if he had body armor on. It didn't look like it. But the dude has body armor at his house. What if he had been strapped? What if he whipped his gun out and just started firing at you? There's no cops there. It would take a while for the cops to show up unless there was a cop rolling down the street. What would you have done then? Yes, you did a right thing exposing EDP. You did a right thing exposing Brian Moreland. I'll give you that. You did a right thing by exposing him. But you guys didn't think to have the police with you? You guys didn't think of calling the police beforehand and having them with you just in case things went south? This is a guy that's known to carry assault rifles. And you didn't think of having a police officer with you? Or having police on standby? That itself makes you guys fucking idiots. And then that leads me into Mr. Chet. Mr. Chet. While I'll applaud you for exposing Brian as a pedo, and supposedly I heard that once they get back home to Houston, they're going to call up the police in Bakersfield and stuff and file reports and everything. Why don't you fucking file reports right then and there? Also, that leads me to another question. Why are the DMs not being sent to local law enforcement? You have all the evidence there to prosecute this guy, but you're not taking it to law enforcement. Not until you say you get back home to Houston. Why don't you do it while you're in Bakersfield? Because the police are going to want to see that information, meaning that you're going to have to fly or drive all the way back to where you were at and give them that information. Why don't you just give them the information right then and there? That right there is fucking shady. You're in the area, you had law enforcement on the phone in the video. Go to law enforcement, give them the DMs, give them the papers, give them all the information you have. Let them see the let them see the video. Then they'll go after Brian, they'll arrest him, they'll start questioning him. I know they'll put him on a lie detector test. He'll probably fail it. Definitely he'll fail it. And then he'll be thrown away in prison for, I don't know how long. My friend Shy is saying a few months. I'm thinking maybe 3 to 5 years. Maximum of 10. But this Chet guy, while you did a right thing exposing EDP, exposing Brian, you're no fucking saint yourself. There are videos out there that have come out of this Chet guy being a homophobic, racist piece of shit human being. There are streams of him literally saying the N-word. Not N-word as in N-I-G-G-A. N-word as in hard N-word with ER at the end. Not once, not twice, but numerous times. Numerous times. So not only did EDP get proven to be a piece of shit human being, at the same time, this Chet guy was also proven to be a disgusting human being. As for the guy with the black hair, so far, I haven't heard anything bad about him besides the fact that they, were waiting to get monetized on YouTube to get this video up. I haven't heard anything else besides that about the guy with the black hair. But Chet, I'm just going to let this be known. Yes, what you did about EDP was good. You could have done a lot fucking better, though. You could have done a lot better. You could have had the police force with you. You should have immediately went to the police. You should have immediately gave that information to the police. And if you would have done all that, Brian Moore would be sitting in a jail cell right now in Bakersfield, California. But you're a racist piece of shit. Not only that, but supposedly I heard that some of the pedophiles you went after, you made some really derogatory slurs and stuff toward them. Like, there was this one pedophile that was had a medical condition, and you kept calling him Stephen Hawking. I mean, look, I know people are going to say, oh, don't have remorse for pedophiles. I'm not. At all. I am not having any remorse for pedophiles, for pedophilia, at all. I have no remorse for those types of human beings. My friend Shai put it simple with his words. Pedophiles can just burn in fucking hell for all eternity. You tried to do it wrong. Well, you tried to do it right, Chet. You tried to do it right, Chet. But in reality, you're just as big of a scumbag as EDP. You're just as big of a scumbag as Bryant Moreland. You're not at his level, because what Brian did, make no mistake about it, what Brian did was a hell lot worse than what you did. You're just a racist piece of shit. Brian Moreland is a fucking pedophile. I'm approaching 60 minutes here. I can't go much longer, otherwise I'll go way over and I'll have to split this up into 2 parts. But to end this video, I just want to say this. I'm disgusted. I'm obviously, as you could tell, very pissed off about this whole situation. Everybody's been talking about this. It's been blowing up all over YouTube. I know it's going to be blowing up for the next couple of days. I don't know what's going to happen to Bryant. I don't know if he's going to get locked up or anything. My friend Shai said most likely he's not going. Well, my friend Shai said he's not going to, but there's still a chance he might get locked up. There's still that small chance that he does get locked up. And Brian, I've never been inside a jail cell. I've never been inside a prison cell. But the stories I've heard to people that are child molesters and child predators, when they go to prison, you're not going to have a good time. You are not going to have a good time, dude. You're 500 pounds. You look like shit. What the fuck do you think they're going to do to you when you get in there? If you go in there? Even if you're in there for, let's say, a couple of months, like my friend Shai said. Even if you're in there for a few months. They are going to fuck your world up. Instead of being friends with the 13-year-old girl, you're going to be friends with Big Bubba. And Big Bubba don't like child predators. You're not going to have a good time, dude. It's really sad. It's pathetic. This whole situation is just stupid, sad, pathetic. I'm pissed. I'm heartbroken at the fact that I used to be a fan of this guy. I used to love watching this guy's videos. And to come to find out that he's a disgusting human being. And then you got the freaking poachers doing their freaking bull crap. You got the freaking Chet guy being proven to be a racist piece of shit human being. And just an overall disgusting human being. You got these poachers that are, you know, that only waited to upload the video until they got monetized, which is fucking disgusting. I know people are going to say, oh, well, Chris Hansen, you know, he got paid. Yeah, but to be fair, at least Chris Hansen, when he went after people, most of the people that he went after, a large majority of the people that he went after, actually got fucking locked up. You want to know why? Because Chris Hansen was working with actual fucking law enforcement. There were law enforcement there with him in case shit went south. There were law enforcement with him to arrest the people, to make sure they don't get away with what they did. What would happen if Brian had been strapped? What if he would have had a gun? What if things had went south? YouTube probably would not be alive to even YouTube probably wouldn't be alive to even upload the video. Then what? Then what? Oh, sure, Brian would have went to jail, but we never would have seen the video. We never would have saw the video. It'd be erased, deleted, gone from history. In closing, I'll say this, because this is the first and last time I'm ever going to talk about this topic. This is the first time I've ever brought up EDP's name and Predator Poacher's name. This will be the last time I ever bring up their name. I'm not going to discuss this topic anymore on my channel. I'm not going to discuss EDP anymore. I'm not going to discuss Predator Poachers. This is it. This is a one and done deal. If this video gets taken down, which the stuff that I've said in this video, it might get taken down, the video will be up on my BitChute. In closing, fuck you, Brian Moreland. I had so much respect for you. You used to be one of my favorite content creators on this platform, and you turned out to be a disgusting piece of shit human being. Chet, you're a disgusting piece of shit too. Not to the extent that Brian is, but you're still a piece of shit regardless. So fuck you too.